Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for joining me. Today, I wanted to talk about something again that I've been hearing on social media, med beds. And so the stories I've been hearing about med beds is that there are these medical equipment that can heal people, and they are like miraculous treatment beds. They can heal people. They can supposedly even help people who have lost limbs. They can help those limbs grow back as well. That's what I've heard. I've heard that there's only a few of them, that there's like 4 or 5, 6 maybe around the world, and that the military have got them and that the military are using them. So let's just have a look at this for a minute, right? And again, look at some facts and look at some of the things that people have been saying. So the people who are talking about these med beds are the same people who have been saying that there are 2 militaries. I've done another video on that previously. There aren't 2 militaries. There's one military. All right. But these people are saying there's a good military, there's a bad military, there are good people, there are bad people, but those aren't the phrases they're using. They're using phrases that divide people. Look at my other videos and you'll see what I mean about those things. Right, so according to these people, the military have got these med beds and they are going to be coming out into the population, or people will be allowed to use them when the controllers, those that run the world, are being taken down, because these apparently are the bad people. As I say, they use different phrases. Which I'm not gonna use, because they're certainly not good phrases at all. But apparently these bad people have been doing a lot of moving around people of various ages. You may have heard the stories of been experimenting and even using the miners as religious fodder, shall we say, which isn't very pleasant, the stories we've been hearing. And they say these med beds are going to come out, and they say that it's basically the elite that are doing all of this, and that the elite are using minors as sexual perversions and various other stuff. So I don't need to go into all the details on that stuff. You've probably either heard it, or if you haven't, go to social media and I'm sure you'll find some videos about these things. In fact, I'll guarantee it. There's loads out there about them. Right. So now, if the elite have been doing all this bad stuff and the military have the med beds, now in the UK, most of the military top officers come from the elite. So if the elite are doing the bad stuff and the military have got the med beds, then obviously the elite have got the med beds, right? And so they actually tell you themselves, these people who are coming out with these stories, they actually tell you themselves what's going on. And then they try to manipulate you into another direction. So do these med beds actually exist? My personal opinion is this, right? If the military have got these med beds and they're miraculously healing people, then why do the military have the Invictus Games, where the military personnel who unfortunately have had injuries, whether physical, mental, or emotional, and they go to these games. How come they've not been healed then by these med beds? Have you thought about that, for instance? Surely they'd be the first ones to use them if the military had got the med beds. That's the way I see it anyway. Do they exist? You know what? I personally don't think they do. Right now, this is only my opinion. What I would say to people, to anybody, whether you believe in these med beds or not, what I would say is that at the end of the day, your own immune system is the best thing that you can rely on and the best thing to keep in good working order. Right? So pay more attention to your own immune system and not to something that may or may not exist. That's the one thing. I'm going to keep this video pretty short, but I'm going to ask some questions on the cards. Okay, so first one, obviously, do the med beds exist? Do med beds exist? Hey, oh, I had this card in one of the other videos, 9 of Wands upside down. Look at that. 9 of Wands upside down. So the Wands is activity, energy. Surely, if you're going to heal, you need energy and it's upside down. I would say that's a no. That is my personal opinion, that it's a no. That there are other things. The fact that these staves here have got buds and things on, I would say that there are other things like your own immune system, but also I've heard of plenty of other healing techniques. There are therapies, there are dietitians, and there's all sorts of different things that you can try. And I think that's what that card, that reverse card, is saying, that don't just look at one thing because it may or may not exist, and I don't think it does. But there are other things that may not be miraculous, but could certainly work for you if you need something like that. So look at other things, and especially your own immune system. Right, let's ask one of my oracle cards as well. Let me think which one. Let's go to the fairies. I haven't used this one for a while. Do med beds exist? Do med beds exist? Okay, let's have a look. What have we got? Wait for winter. Wait for winter. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. Now, let me just read that again. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. All right, there she is. I would say that that is saying to you, the fact that it's saying manifest your most heartfelt wishes, go inside of yourself again, your own immune system. That's what that's saying to me. When you're feeling low, because winter is cold, it can be bare, but when you look underneath the snow, that's where all the seeds are generating, and they're all undercover, aren't they? Inside of the soil, inside of the earth. And when that snow starts to melt, the water goes through and starts to, well, the seeds have already germinated because of the warmth, because as the snow lies on top of the earth, it keeps the earth warm. So the seeds generating that. But as soon as the snow starts to melt, that provides the water for the seeds to grow further, and then they start coming through. So like I say, trust your own immune system, go inside of your own immunity and look at it that way. Okay. That's all I've got to say on that one. Very short and sweet, that video, isn't it? Short and sweet. So have a good day. Thanks for watching and take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.